Welcome to latest Tesla news. Today we're going to talk about Tesla ramps Cybercab test manufacturing ahead of mass production. Tesla worker pushes back against Giga Berlin unionization. Last thing, gonna talk about Minnesota DHS worker who was spared prosecution received only 1 day job suspension for killing 6 Teslas. He did about $20,000 in damage. We got a lot to cover. Let's get right in with the show. Tesla is seemingly ramping Cybercab test manufacturing ahead of mass production, which is scheduled to begin next month. The company said at Tesla Gigafactory, Texas, production of Cybercab, the company's groundbreaking purpose-built robotaxi, is accelerating remarkably. Drone footage from the Joe Tech Mirror captured striking aerial footage today. There was about 14 of them. It's accelerating. It appeared to be large public sighting of Cybercab, the largest public sighting of the Cybercab to date. We've never seen that many Cybercab all parked at once. A total of 25 units were observed by the team here across the Gigafactory Texas property. And look at this photo here alone. There's about 14 of them already parking outside, so they're really ramping up, marking a clear up in testing and validating activities as Tesla prepare for a broader output. In the footage, 14 metallic gold Cybercab were parked in tight formation outside of the factory exit, showcasing the sleek, autonomous design with no steering wheels, pedals, or traditional controls. Another 9 units sit at the crash testing facility, likely going through kind of under going through like structural and safety validation, while 2 more appear to be west end of the line for area for like final checks. Ted Mayer noted that additional Cybercab driving around the complex, hinting at active movement in the real world beyond static parking. So they are actually driving itself, and as you can see, there is a human in there, which is kind of maybe it's a safety reason they put a human inside to make sure that nothing goes wrong. So that milestone celebrated by Tesla employee and confirmed by CEO Elon Musk kick off low volume built on the dedicated on-box manufacturing line. The modular process designed to slash costs, reduce factory footprint, and enable faster assembly compared to conventional methods. So this is a pretty big deal because these are not made in the traditional factory that is invented by Ford, right? The factory line is a one line going down, but it's in a stationary single spot where pieces are kind of brought together, kind of like a Lego, and they piece it together. Less space, less time, faster manufacturing. Industry observers interpret the jump of the dozens of visible units in early March as evidence that Tesla has transitioned into higher volume test manufacturing. Tesla still has plans for volume production, which remain between 4 to 8 weeks away, aligning with Musk's statement that early ramps will be deliberately measured, giving the Cybercab novel architecture and full reliance on the Tesla vision-based full self-driving technology. The Cybercab envisioned as a sub-$30,000 autonomous 2-seat for the robotaxi fleet represent Tesla's bold pivot toward scalable autonomy and robotics. Tesla fans and enthusiasts on X praised the imagery, with many expressing excitement over the visible progress toward deployment, while challenges kind of remain, including software maturity, regulatory hurdles, and supply chain scaling. The increased factory activity underscore Tesla's momentum in turning the Cybercab vision into reality. So at Giga Texas continue expanding and refining manufacturing process of the Cybercab. The coming month will prove to be a pivotal time in determining how quickly this revolutionary vehicle reach the road in the US and internationally. So this is pretty crazy. And like I noted before, Elon Musk did comment that you can buy a $30,000. These are $30,000 Cybercabs. So it will cost about 30. So it's a very affordable price. That technically that means that you can take this car, park it in the garage, or send the car out to help make you money, make you passive income. And you can compare this is normal car and this is Cybercab. Even though it's a 2-seater, it is very roomy in the back. You can you can do a lot of stuff in the back luggages. And there's a very interesting fact why they only made it like a two-seater. Well, example is because majority of Americans, 80%, and when you look in the car, there's only either one person or two people in the car when you drive. Like 20%, the rest of 20% is three or more like cars. So 80% of driving just two people. So it kind of makes sense to just get a two-seater instead of like a four-seater or a Cybertruck. Like even more rare people when they drive a truck, typically they're not holding anything, right? And it's higher on gas mileage and everything. So I do really like this idea of just creating a two-seater to kind of minimize like the electricity, the hardware, everything minimize and faster ramp production because of the smaller scale. So let me know what you guys think of the Cybercab. I think it will change the road forever because if you think about it, all the streets will be parked with gold cars. This is very rare occurrence, right? Either white, gray, blue, or red. But now there's gold. Like there is not a common color. So I think Elon Musk kind of picked that color purposely, to change the road that we know forever. Tesla workers push back against unionization effort at Giga Berlin, and over the past few years, there has been dramatic decrease in interest to unionize the German plant. Giga Factory Berlin manager Audrey Dig announced on Wednesday that the IG Metall, the union group, saw its sales reduced from 40 to 31% in 2026 as employees eligible to vote on the issue, and said the Giga Berlin team, known as Giga United, received the most votes with more than 40%. So on the IG, he wrote, breaking IG Metall did not succeed in Giga Berlin council election earlier today. The union said that we reduced from 40% in 2024 to 31% in 2026. This is a clear message by the Giga Berlin team toward independent co-determination. The list called Giga United, led by the current chairwoman Margola Scars, received most votes with more than 40%. Good news for Tesla Berlin. So there is about 10,700 total employees who were eligible to vote, with 87 of them turning out to cast what they wanted. There were three key outcomes: Giga United, Giga Metall, and other notable group, with most popular being the party's initiative. The 37-seat council remains dominated by non-unionized representatives, preserving Giga Berlin as Germany's only major auto plant without a collective bargaining agreement. So this is pretty big. They kind of retaining the independence, kind of like Giga Shanghai. Dirk and Tesla framed the outcome as employee support for an independent, flexible, and unbureaucratic future, embedding acceleration on the projects like potential expansion or new models. IG Metall expressed disappointment, accusing management of intimidating tactics and unfair campaign. The first election of this nature happened back in 2022. In 2024, IG Metall emerged as the largest single fraction with 39.4%, but non-union listed contested for a majority. But this year was different. There was some extra tension at Giga Berlin this year, as just 2 weeks ago, a IG Metall rep was accused by Tesla of secretly recording a council meeting. The group countersued for defamation. This resulted from the 2026 vote reinforced Tesla model of direct employee management alignment over traditional German union structure. An ongoing debate about working conditions. IG Metall views it as a setback but continued advocacy. Tesla sees it as a validation of its approach in a competitive EV market. This outcome may influence future labor law dynamics at Giga Berlin, including any revival of expansion plans or product line, which Musk has talked about recently. So as you guys may know, like the head of Giga Berlin also kind of clapped back at IG Metall. IG Metall is a union group in Germany that want to unionize the factory, and So overall, employees do not want it. They feel like they're getting paid fairly, and they feel like they'll follow the footsteps of kind of Giga Shanghai, no unions, and also uh, Giga Vermont in California, no unions, just use the workers as a kind of their own choice whether stay or not. So this is definitely a big win, and hopefully the future is even brighter for Giga Berlin because they're producing a lot of cars for the European market. And every single quarter, right? And IG Metal said that it's dropping in sales, but in reality, it's opposite. It's increasing in sales every single quarter. So IG Metal was kind of try to produce a campaign that is based on false lies and factualness. Is absolutely lies, and Giga Berlin boss Andre Dirk kind of debunked the lies on the last few on his most recent LinkedIn post. So he is really tired of IG Metal trying to take advantage of the Giga Berlin workers. So this is definitely a huge win in the Tesla community. A state employee who admitted vandalizing several Teslas in Minnesota over a brief span last year received only 1 day unpaid suspension from his job for his action after he was spared prosecution in favor of a diversion program. The State Department of Human Resources made the disclosure on March 4th to the Minnesota Star Tribune regarding its discipline of Dylan Brian Adams, 33-year-old, a data analyst for the agency, following an independent investigation by a private law firm. The estimated damage for the 6 Teslas that Adam keyed near his downtown residence in March 2025 ranged from about 1,600 on one car to 10,000 on another car, according to the police. And this is kind of he's keying like the side, the front, the back, everywhere. Quote, your behavior as sustained by its investigation constitute a violation of DHS and the Minnesota Management and Budget Policies. Read the disciplinary letter sent to Adams on January 21st, on 1 day before he served his suspension. The letter to Adams noted that the state policy required he to be held to the highest standard of honest integrity and ethical trust. I don't know if this is highest standard of ethical trust and standard of integrity, because I don't think he can learn anything with just 1 day suspension. So for several months, Adams and others in Twin Cities and around the country vandalized Tesla vehicles in protest of the company founder and one-time White House advisor Elon Musk, as his Department of Government Efficiency significantly cut federal workers and programs. Through his attorney, Adam declined to comment about the discipline he received. In an interview with the law firm as part of the investigation, Adam explained that he was upset about seeing Elon give what appeared to be a Nazi salute during a public appearance earlier last year. Quote, he said that he damaged the Tesla vehicle and hoped that the owner of the vehicle were disassociate themselves with Elon Musk and Tesla, the investigation reported. I mean, the owner bought the car, it's not anybody else. So why is he like trying to change an owner having the freedom of view to buy a Tesla? This is unnecessary. While Adam acknowledges damaging the vehicles, the Hampton County Attorney's Office chose not to file criminal charges against Adam and instead had him enter an adult diversion program meant for one-time low-level offenders. Police Chief Brian O'Hara first voiced frustration with the decision not to charge Adam, saying the Minnesota Police Department did its job. Our investigators are always frustrated when the case they poured their heart into are declined. In my experience, the victims in these cases often feel the same. The DHS investigation referenced Adams participating in the program and pointed out that he made the reinstitution in full, completed a self-reflection assessment, and had complied with all other requirements which remain enforced until May. And some of the report continued. Adam deeply regret his conduct and did not comprehend and appreciate the consequence of his actions. The disclosure of the vandalism came during a news conference in March 2025 when police saw car cameras video from 4 of the incidents. The footage saw Adam approaching each vehicle and scrapping it with a key. And 3 of the vehicle he was walking a dog. And some of the vehicle it appeared he was writing something in the car. The DHS revealed that Adam received hateful messages via email, mail, and voicemail after news of the vandalism surfaced. So he did this throughout kind of multiple days. It wasn't just like a 1 day kind of deal. He did it multiple days, and he just keyed the car. And good thing, like, he decided to make a full reinstitution, meaning he probably paid out of pocket for all the damages he done. But that's not leaving off the hook. Just 1 day suspension from his workforce. That is not right. That is very, very too lenient. At least he still need to get like a couple months in jail to learn his consequence, right? You did something bad, you always have consequence. You can't just leave off the hook. It's like you went to a store and you stole something and you only got slapped in the hand. You didn't do nothing else. You didn't get fined. You didn't get called the police. And the child is not gonna learn anything. And this adult Adam, I don't think he can learn much. Like just 1 day suspension. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. My name is Calvin, and I see you guys next one.